4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 40 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Way to go, defense. Way to go. That's how we do, baby. Always rolling.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Set!
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
We got 4. We got 4.
Operating for the gun. Cohen got a man. It's complete. Williams. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Man left, man left. 4 down. Set!
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Right through it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They're trying to quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
To throw on 2nd down. Cohen. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in. Someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's going to get hit.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
We got 3. We're going, let's go. Back.
The interception, here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
4 down. Check.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hurry, hurry.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
Blitz,
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Blitz.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Guys, check me out. We got
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
18. Let's go, D. Let's go.
And that is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
An absolute mess. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position on the 46. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Three down.
And agreeing with the catch onside. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Gun!
This is Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, now, lucky 56. No.
Comes to Gordon. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And now Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. He'll field this at the 5. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
We got three down.
They give him 4 yards there on second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second downs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will score.
Hey, let's
Touchdown,
go. Interception all day, baby.
That's an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Back to the air. Trubisky with a pick six. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey, we got
Blue. Red, up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
But they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hurry up, here we go.
And he stopped immediately there. The all-pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Here's Gordon. And has to run. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Detroit!
intended receiver, and it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps out the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He can run for it, and he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
When he first got off, he might pick up the first down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Trubisky will give that. And he'll be limited to a short gain after about the 34-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense. Because you're excited about hitting it in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, as some of the shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
Let's get it.
Out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Not here. Switch, switch, switch.
Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Red, red, up. 3, fellas, we got 3. 18, 18.
Trubisky on the line of the ball. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. This is taken at about the 14. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal. They got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up
All right,
on
now,
second
lucky 56.
down.
Lucky 56.
Hey, watch 13. Watch 13.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted
All right,
once
now,
in
lucky
4
56.
tries.
Lucky
This will be
56.
3rd and 6.
Receiver.
Back to throw. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Allen's first catch. Good for a first down.
Gun! No. Check. Patriot.
Hey, 86.
They go big action here on first down. And open left side, it's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Blitz. Okay, folks, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Shift.
Leopard.
On first and 10. Caught left side, Williams. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Danny Trevathan coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4.
Negative.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Chargers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
4 down.
Off the play fake. Owen. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Double tight.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Hey, all right, let's go. Number 1. Good job. That's it.
Point after now from Sturgis.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go.
Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Sturgis out now to kick this one off.
Number 29, Matt Payne to return.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Set up! 180!
They'll throw on first down. Trubisky firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
180! What do you had?
On second down, Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
No, check that. What do you had? 2 right here.
Now it's Trubisky.
Let him know.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Watch Mike.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Not a lot of point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing incompletion.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returning, it's Benjamin. Leaves him behind on the spin. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half.
Check, Patriot!
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
I know the scouting report is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline of being a lead linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Chargers
lucky
on third
56.
down.
Lucky
They've hit it
56.
50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Cohen. Open man, it's Allen. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Going on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for a sack. Eddie Goldman able to slump it from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone deep route.
It's coming and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace.
Let's go, let's go.
Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Alert, alert.
Red, up.
24.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
57's the mic.
Trubisky will throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Boys making devices are now allowed inside the stadium.
First and 10, it's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Pitch to Howard. And some room to run now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Tight right. 4 down.
Hey, gotta go.
Watch number 29. Check. Motion to backfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Bears go. That's the story you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down.
No. Check. Patriot!
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. So here's holding for that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking. Ever since they liberalize the rules, we can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To haul that one in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looks at the throw. Cohen. They find some open field here. Finding room at the 30. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
From the gun, Cohen. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Crash.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Hey, guys, I got 15. 15's mine. I'm taking it. Single. Watch twist.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Detroit!
This is 40. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Detroit!
Double tight.
Hey, 4 down.
Looking to throw on second down. Cohen. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Big play
Detroit!
coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, now, lucky 56.
The blitz does come. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time they pulled it down. They were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high, so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Watch the screen. Blue.
Play fake here on first down. And that's complete. It's Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you get those linebackers to freeze for just a split
Let's go.
that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So second in inches after that first down completion went short of the markers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Get him, boy.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up down the stretch. And we're getting really close to that winning time, though.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Denzel Perryman leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations.
Hey, gotta go.
Another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Red's up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Let's get off the field.
And he's going to be intercepted the third time. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Check 3. No. Check. Patriot.
59's Mike. Check. 59.
Detroit.
They'll run it now, out of the gun. And some room to work. They'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Detroit.
That is right. Watch tight end.
Nowhere to go. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of... They just got their spot.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're reaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago.
All right, now, lucky
Fumble return
56.
for 6
Lucky
points.
56.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
First and 10. Cohen looking left side and he's got a man. That's Williams.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
start the drive has him at near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey,
Play action. Pressure, and he's taken down. A big sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now at Soldier Field. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Waiting for the gun. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And past the 30 down to about the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wasn't a ton of space, but a great move. He's able to work it to the 20-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too.
Gun!
To throw on 2nd down. Cohen. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. Not going to deal with it.
Dancing to his left. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. Sturgis adds the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Trubisky now.
Perfect
sense. 7-7. It's 1st and 10. They'll buy some time right. And pops free. jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Set up! 180!
Check tight. Check tight.
We had.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Move. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Alert. 3 down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky.
Motion.
Going up top. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
No. Check. Patriot.
Check your backer.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Game here with the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
3 down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cohen whipping it out, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
The chance of wasting his great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
We got 4.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Onto the field now come the Bears. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach said, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here. I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what
I
happened.
think that factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on defense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The screen pass here to Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, now he bowls him over. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. Gabriel on the catch. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. It's a 4-yard pickup, and he'll make it second down. Time for a break.
Let's go.
We're back to finish this one off after this. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. He gets away from one. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him. The second interception really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out. And
the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Let's go.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy.
Let's
there,
go.
right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing here, Trubisky, and that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off.
Let's go. Run
Maybe
the
some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Hurry! Goal runs. When you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or I like to call stay-up pursuit. Great read, they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage loss. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Hey, boys, we got
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
Go with the ground attack here. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
Come on, come on.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy job. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people need...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.